What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Playverse Gaming, the place where we talk about the best games to dive into no matter what you're into. And today's topic is super special because we're looking at games you can literally play forever. These are the ones that never really end. The kind of games where you can sink hundreds, even thousands of hours and still find new things to do. Trust me, I've lost plenty of late nights to some of these. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Playverse Gaming, and ring the bell so you never miss my takes on the games worth your time. All right, let's jump into it.
Terraria looks simple at first glance, a 2D sandbox with pixel graphics. But the second you start digging, crafting, and fighting bosses, you realize it's basically infinite. There are layers upon layers of progression, mining deeper for better ores, crafting crazy weapons, summoning massive bosses, and even building entire cities for your NPCs. Every playthrough feels unique because the world is procedurally generated. And with mods, the community has basically turned it into an endless adventure. I've lost hours just experimenting with new builds or creating ridiculous structures underground. It's the kind of game where even after years, you'll always have a reason to start a fresh world and get hooked all over again.
Minecraft. Do I even need to explain this one? Minecraft is the definition of a forever game. It's limitless creativity in block form. Build castles, recreate entire cities, survive in hardcore mode, or just chill with friends in creative. What makes it so addictive is the community. Every time I think I've seen it all, someone builds a fully functional computer in the game, or an adventure map that feels like a whole new game inside Minecraft. And let's not even start on mods. From Pokemon worlds to hardcore survival packs, there's literally endless content. Honestly, Minecraft is the closest thing we've got to digital Lego that never runs out. Satisfactory. Now, this one is for the factory builders. Satisfactory drops you on an alien planet and tells you to automate everything. At first, you're just putting down a few machines, but hours later, you've got massive conveyor belts sneaking across mountains, trains delivering goods, and entire mega bases humming with production. The sense of scale is insane. What hooks me is the satisfaction of optimizing, tweaking one conveyor belt to make everything run smoother, then watching your whole operation flow perfectly. It's one of those games where you sit down for just an hour and suddenly it's 4 a.m. The PS5's power really helps too, handling those massive, sprawling factories with ease.
Version 5.0.
No Man's Sky. This game had one of the rockiest launches ever, but man, has it turned into one of the best forever games out there. The galaxy is practically infinite, with billions of planets to explore, each with unique ecosystems, creatures, and mysteries. The updates have been insane. Base building, multiplayer, space battles, even living ships. It went from disappointment to one of the most ambitious games ever made. I love how it gives you total freedom. One day you're farming resources, the next you're exploring black holes or leading a fleet of starships. It's the kind of game that rewards curiosity and makes you feel like a true space explorer.
New cloud tech allows detailed clouds and weather conditions.
Cities, Skylines. If you've ever wanted to play Mayor, this is the game. Cities Skylines takes the classic city builder formula and cranks it up to 100. You start with a small town, and before you know it, you're managing traffic, balancing budgets, designing public transport, and trying to stop your citizens from complaining about garbage pickup. It's insanely deep, but also super satisfying. Every city you build feels different, and the modding community has basically turned it into an endless platform of new content. The thing that gets me is the detail. You can literally follow a single citizen as they live their life in your city.
That's the kind of depth that keeps you coming back for just one more neighborhood.
The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I don't care how many times people meme about it being re-released, Skyrim is still one of the greatest forever games ever made. The world of Tamriel just never gets old. You can spend hundreds of hours exploring dungeons, doing side quests, building your character, or just getting lost in the mountains. And then there are mods, which basically give you infinite Skyrim. Want better graphics, new quests, entirely new lands? Done. You could play Skyrim for the rest of your life and never run out of stuff to do. Plus, those random moments, like a dragon attacking in the middle of a city, make every playthrough feel fresh. Elden Ring. From Software delivered something truly special with Elden Ring. It takes the brutal challenge of Dark Souls and drops it into a massive open-world playground. What makes it a forever game is how replayable it is. Different builds completely change the way you play. One run, you're a mage throwing spells from a distance. The next, you're a tank swinging colossal swords. The world is absolutely massive, with secrets tucked into every corner, and the sense of discovery is unmatched. I've seen people with hundreds of hours who still find new bosses or hidden dungeons. It's the kind of game where the journey never really ends.
They will fight, and they will die in an unending curse.
It was the one I found myself in.
Fallout 4. Post-apocalyptic Boston might be bleak, but it's also endlessly replayable. Fallout 4 gives you so much freedom. Do you want to focus on the main story, explore the wasteland, or build entire settlements? The settlement building alone can keep you hooked for weeks. What makes it timeless is how personal it feels. Every player's journey through the wasteland is different, depending on choices, factions, and how you build your character. And with mods, forget about it. People have turned Fallout into completely new games. It's easily one of those RPGs that you can sink hundreds of hours into without even noticing.
Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Don't shoot! I swear I'm not a synth. For God's sakes, we're family!
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough.
Helldivers 2. This is a newer entry, but it's already shaping up to be a game you'll keep playing forever. Helldivers 2 is chaotic, hilarious, and addictive. You and your squad drop into planets crawling with alien bugs or robots, and the missions are always unpredictable. What makes it so replayable is the teamwork. The friendly fire alone leads to some of the funniest and most disastrous moments in gaming. The community events, the ongoing galactic war, and the constant updates keep the game fresh. It's pure fun, and it's the kind of game you keep installed forever just to hop on with friends and cause some chaos.
Ark Survival Ascended. Last but not least, Ark Survival Ascended because who doesn't want to ride dinosaurs while building bases and surviving in a dangerous world? This remake takes the original Ark and updates it with modern visuals and better mechanics. It's brutal, it's challenging, but it's also insanely addictive. Taming creatures, building massive fortresses, exploring dangerous biomes, it all combines into a game that you can pour endless hours into.
The multiplayer side is where it shines, with tribes clashing, alliances forming, and massive battles breaking out over resources. It's survival gaming at its finest, and easily a forever game if you're into crafting and survival loops.
And there you have it. 10 games that you can literally play forever. Whether you're building worlds, surviving alien planets, or slaying bosses in fantasy realms, these are the games that never really end. Which one of these have you lost the most hours to? Or is there another forever game that should have made the list? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more gaming content here on Playverse Gaming. Until next time, keep playing, and maybe keep playing forever.